What time is it? It's Packard Folks at time. Hat? Check. Shirt? Check. Pants? Optional. Mug? Double check. Check us out at cafepress.com/PackardPokesat where you can get all this great merchandise and more.
Do you like Packard Pokesat and want to hear it on demand and on the go? Download the free app today at Stitcher.com. Available on iOS, Android, Nook, and iPad.
This is Packard Pokesat, and I'm poking at your news. Everybody, welcome to another fine edition of Packard Pokesat. I am your oh my God, now I've already screwed up the beginning. Immutable and unmutable host Packard Sonic, and joining me tonight from the far west coast is Connie, Practical Magic 9.
What's with this shitty spring forward crap? I want my sleep.
Tell me about it. And joining me to the south of me, the ill that is Illinois, is Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist.
That would be me.
Mr. Tangerine Man, what's that on your head? Is it alive or is it dead? Do you keep it on in bed? How often is it fed? We're dying to take a peek to see what's under it.
Why don't somebody take that tweeter away from him? But one of his latest tweets, it says, "Don't let the fake news tell you that there is big infighting in the Trump admin. We are getting along great and getting major things done."
What's the first thing you say when you're not getting along? Everything's fine. Don't look behind the curtain.
Don't look behind the curtain. Exactly.
Don't worry about that blood on the couch. That's the cat. A hairball.
What?
It hacked up a big hairball or something, or it was a dog. Don't worry about that blood. It's not human.
I'm fairly certain it's not human at this point.
I think Trump is human, to be honest. So
Nope.
So
Orange.
anyway,
Orange is not a natural color. Otherwise, other things would rhyme with it.
yeah. Orange is definitely not a natural color. It does not. Well, it does appear on oranges, but that's about it. I found out recently that orange in some languages the word doesn't even exist as a word. So
Orange is the new black.
I've never seen it.
If only.
We're fucked then, apparently, for those other cultures.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality.
Over in India, they have a lot of problems. Big population and things like that. And they have religious people there too, just like a lot of other countries, and a lot of Catholics and Protestants and whatever's over there. I'm not sure. One of the things that happened over in the Catholic Church over there, 5 Indian nuns was arrested for covering up a crime. You would think, what kind of crime could a nun do? Isn't that the whole very definition of being a nun, is you don't do anything wrong? I'm sorry. I can't help but laugh at what I just said.
I thought it was that they get none.
Right. That's the vicar over at Sebastian's Catholic Church in Kottayur was allegedly trying to flee India. Now, according to the report, 8 people were arrested on suspicion of covering up an alleged rape, which included those particular nuns. The girl later gave birth to a baby boy in a hospital. The child was later shifted off to an orphanage that was also controlled by the church.
Actually, the whole reason that this came to light, according to further investigation on my part, again, I could be wrong, is because the 16-year-old girl complained of stomach pains and gave birth.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, and the nuns are in trouble. That's what I was confused about. I'm like, wait, what happened? The priest is a part of the school, and the nuns are a part of the hospital and or orphanage. This girl gave birth. Said, "I'm, my stomach hurts, blah blah blah," and they took her to the hospital, and they found out she was pregnant, and the baby was born. They skirted the baby off to the orphanage, and the mom and the dad were told, yeah, guess what? You get to tell this story. Blame some boys that she's been with And yeah,
it's Immaculate Conception.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, well, as long as a priest isn't blamed for it, this priest Robin. I'm not going to try to say his name. He was trying to extradite himself out to Canada.
Yeah, he was trying to flee
the
country. He was trying to flee the.
Yeah, he was trying to flee the country, flee the allegation. I'm assuming that this is just the tip of the iceberg thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and meanwhile, this baby has been shuffled to another orphanage, and yeah, everybody trying to cover this up, and everybody's saying, "Oh, poor church."
This is how you know they don't actually believe. They should have said Vishnu did it, and everybody be satisfied.
Right.
There you go.
According to a Christian weekly magazine, which is backed by the Catholic Sabaha or Association, blamed the alleged victim for the abuse and said the priest may have had momently forgot his position. Daughter, why did you forget who the priest is? Or priest is. I'm kind of paraphrasing the quote here.
Forgot his position.
Yeah, he forgot his position, and they blamed it on her. He may have forgotten his position for a few seconds. My child, why didn't you stop or correct him? Wow, just wow.
No, this is his position should have been that he remembered his fucking vows.
Yeah,
and truth should matter. I don't know. There's a bunch of other things that should matter, just based on the Bible,
right?
Or maybe not based on the Bible. I don't know. So
I think it's a shame that they wasted their opportunity to claim Immaculate Conception and become a more viable religion.
There you go.
You can't do that kind of
the second coming, right? The second coming. Tom?
Genetic testing. You can't do genetic testing on a God. You just have to accept it. You have to have faith. Would we lie to you? Nah.
We're the Catholic Church. Why would we lie?
Be sensible, logical, or responsible.
And tonight we have our logic game.
Woohoo!
Yeah, that's.
I guess
love
I like logic. I don't know. I don't have a cheer for that.
Our logic question for tonight is: milk is essential for healthy bones. Sounds pretty reasonable, doesn't it?
It's a lie.
Is it now? Are you sure though?
It's a lie perpetrated by Big Milk.
Yeah, Big Milk. Is this A, appeal to a popular belief, B, composition, C, denying the antecedent, or D, jump into conclusions?
Okay, shoot. A, appeal to popular belief.
What do you say, Tom?
I'd go with that.
Also,
that's what everybody's been hearing for 50 years. So,
see, he's appealing to popular belief. Yeah. That's bandwagon fallacy there, Tom. Yeah, no. I was torn between A and D, to be honest.
All right, but you're going with A?
I go with A. I was expressing that I was torn between the two, but yeah, A.
Okay. Just asking you which one do you want to go with then?
Yes,
A.
that.
You're going with yes.
A.
All right, you're going with A. All right. See what it is, and you were right. It's A, appeal to popular belief, claiming something is true because the majority of people believe it. This is also known as the bandwagon fallacy.
I know very few logical fallacies. Yay!
Hey, congratulations!
Nobody else does, but yeah, congratulations to me, right?
And,
I like being right.
Do
I get chocolate?
No.
I want chocolate. All right.
While we are poking at your news, you can poke us at Facebook and Twitter, or poke us with an email at ppapodcast@gmail.com, or leave us a message at 662-709-PPAP. Join us live on YouTube/Packard Pokesat on Friday nights at 9 p.m. Central Time. Be part of the conversation by live chatting with us during the show. Enjoy the show? Help support us by becoming a monthly patron at patreon.com/PackardPokesat, or look awesome by buying something at cafepress.com/PackardPokesat. No money, no problem. You can help us by sharing the show with friends and rate us on iTunes and Stitcher. For everyone that shares and rates us, you kick ass.
The Atheists,
the Bible,
and No Wardrobe, the podcast.
Wait a minute. No wardrobe? You mean we're going to be naked while we do this?
Well, seeing how I'm an atheist and I'm reading the Bible, and since clothes are flammable, fire, I thought it might be a good idea to take them all off first.
Naked or not, follow along as we read, analyze, and try to keep you from falling asleep as we go through this boring-ass book.
Find us on iTunes, Stitcher, and Spreaker. Who knows? We may even be on YouTube someday. The Atheist, the Bible, and No Wardrobe. A new episode dropped on Thursday at 7 a.m., give or take. Sometimes WordPress drops it on time, sometimes it doesn't. So, but it was there.
Is it a springtime or fall time? You know, yeah, fall
Springtime
for
Jesus and Germany.
For Hitler.
Yes. Sorry, Packard.
Aren't those the two the same guy?
Yes.
And we got everybody of the religious going, what are you saying about Jesus? No.
Own it. Hitler was a Christian.
That's right. Yeah. Right. No, anyway.
Nobody cares, really.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares for you.
Exactly.
Anyway. Got The Atheist, the Bible, and No Wardrobe, and I think you'll like the show. If you like the show, please donate over to the Patreon. Yes, The Atheist, the Bible, and No Wardrobe has its own Patreon. It's at abandnw.wordpress.com, or it's at patreon.com/abandnw. One of the two. It's out there. Just find it. Donations to cover the expenses of doing that show and the therapy that I need afterwards. So.
So many trigger warnings in the Bible, Packard.
No.
I'm just
all
done after we read that thing.
Yeah, all the words are trigger words for me in that thing. Just help donate to my medical therapy, and that I need to go talk to a psychiatrist about after I get done reading the Bible. So.
And before you read the next story.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, Bobby, the school bus is here.
Many years ago, I used to be a school bus driver. Yes, I used to drive kids around and drive them crazy too. There were things that kids would get really butthurt about, and they would go tell their parents that say, oh, this person said this thing. I mentioned one time, we're just having a conversation about science and whatnot. I said that there's a lot of planets out there, and it's a possibility that other ones have life. This was I don't even remember how long ago. It's almost like 15 years ago or so. And
I'd say the mid-90s or something.
Yeah, around the mid-90s or so.
Yeah.
When my kids were very young. And some kid got really butthurt over the fact that they weren't a special, that the people on this planet weren't a special, and only God was the one that making the people here, and only life here. You know, I didn't take it that way, because I was just saying that there's possibly other life out there. I didn't say anything about religion. I didn't mention religion at that time, because at that time I was still, I wasn't quite an atheist, but I still was like somewhere in between.
Let me take the Christian point of view. You weren't quite an asshole yet?
Yeah, I wasn't quite the asshole. I'm an asshole now. I'll tell you.
I'm an asshole. Yeah. Yeah.
But they got really butthurt over this. They called the company and said, hey, don't talk to our kids about, science, because, it's their belief that this is the only place that actually has life. So I got chewed out for that. That's minor. That's fucking minor as shit. But this person who drives a school bus that's in...
It was Polk County, Florida. And the bus driver is Violetta Jacobo.
Right. Thank you very much. I was going to say, I was thinking it was Florida, but it's like, no, I wanted to be sure. Yep, it's Florida. Okay. Apparently what she said was, hey, kid, you need to reject your parents or else you'll be set on fire and tortured.
It's a he said, she said at this point. But yes.
Yes. Yeah. According to the page here, it says News Channel 8 contacted the school board and said they had reviewing the matter and told Jacob that she had to follow an ethical code of conduct.
Right. Jacobo, the bus driver. Yeah.
Right. And the thing is, if you or I had said, hey, your mom's going to be set on fire if you don't believe what I believe or whatever, they would have said, hey, Packard, hit the road. You're fired. But
you live in a in a work something or other.
They would have said, they would have said you're fired, and they would have, they would have told me to hit the road. But the fact that it's just under review, and she's basically not getting fired over this shit is just astonishing.
Well, okay, according to further investigation that I've done, again, it's all dependent upon the media, but one of the lesbian moms was trying to say that her son was given by the bus driver for the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, okay.
And Jehovah's Witnesses do not believe in hell. Do not suffer fiery hell. Actually, people who die who are not believers pass out of existence. And as I looked at Polk County, Florida, the biggest factor for religion is the Baptists, but actually a more interesting thing is a huge preponderance of the county is non-religious. I question with the school bus driver's conversation with this kid, and I kind of wonder if the problems that this lesbian couple are encountering now have way more to do with just the kid's natural questions. He's like 7, 8 years old, I don't know who his dad was. I don't know what we don't know anything about the kid's parentage or anything of what happened up to this point.
Bus drivers should just keep their mouths shut.
I was just going to say that, because you got enough to do to handle holding that big ass wheel and trying to watch the road, and you got to keep an eye on everything that's going on behind you with this big ass mirror. So yeah, I have no problem with the kids talking to the bus driver, and the bus driver, talking to them back. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. But I mean, keep those opinions that are like religious in nature to yourself.
Well, I understand wanting to interact with the kids, and most people, and I do this all the time. I'm very guilty of talking to not my kids about things that I really have no right to talk to them about, and I feel guilty. But I'm not driving a bus. I'm not a government employee, and I'm not in a position. Not that a bus driver is really in a position of authority, but
actually they are, because when you drive the bus, you're in charge, and they have to follow what you're doing. So if you have nothing to do and you're talking to them, and some people have buses where they have radios and whatnot in there, so you can play music or whatever. I mean, I had one in mine, and you could broadcast pretty much anything. You have a closed caption audience at that point.
Yeah, a captive audience, you mean?
Yeah, a captive audience. It is. And when I first started working for the bus company, I had to share a bus with another driver, and I found religious material in the goddamn bus. At the time, I was, like I said, I was in this middle transition, and I was closer to being atheist at that time. So I took the pamphlet, and even though it was just like one of them, and I threw it in the trash. Actually, I took it out of the bus, and then I trashed it myself. Yeah. So because it was inappropriate. I didn't say anything to the management.
Well, I guess the point I was trying to make is when I said they're not in a position of authority is I think most bus drivers don't really think of themselves as being in a position of authority. Like a teacher, a teacher knows you're not supposed to talk about religion. Not that it stops them, but they know they're not supposed to. But bus driver, I mean, they have the authority of driving the bus and the authority of the kids while they're in the bus.
Right.
But they don't probably think of themselves as like having the restrictions that a teacher would have.
Yeah, you'd actually be surprised. A lot of bus drivers that I used to work with, they felt like that. They was like, really? Because you write kids up for doing stupid things or whatever, and it could be a power trip for some people. So I'm not saying it's all people, but for some people.
Yeah, I can't remember ever talking to a bus driver, at least not a school bus.
Well, a lot has changed since between time when you and I were on the bus and today.
Why does everyone keep thinking I'm a troll?
And tonight we have our True or Troll. Connie is going to try to troll me, but since Tom is here with us tonight, Tom, you can play along with us too. So this ought to be interesting. We never did a 3-person troll test before, so
I'm completely unaware of current events. So,
all right, comedy writers plan their own march on Washington.
What do you think, Tom?
I almost believe that because they joke about it, but a lot of them feel under threat under this administration that their right to make jokes about Trump could get them in trouble.
Actually, I agree with that point. I think it's a true.
It's a troll.
Oh, fuck.
But everybody else gets to do a march.
Because Tom got it wrong and I got it wrong, so we get 2 buzzers tonight. It's double rings, double buzzers. Where was that story from, by the way?
That was from the spoof.
The spoof. Oh, that figures.
Man loses his penis to frostbite After doing the snow challenge.
The snow challenge?
All right, Tom, you go first. I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna. I say it's a troll. What do you say, Tom?
Being a man, I say it's a troll because I don't think any guy's that stupid. But you'd be surprised.
Yeah, yeah, it's a troll.
Thank God.
All right, one more time.
The Hustlers.
Hustlers. All right.
Trump declares war on robots. You say robot, I say reboot.
I say it's a troll.
Yeah, me too.
Tom, what do you say?
I don't even think a Trump knows what a robot is. I think it's the one from Lost in Space.
Hey, Robbie was a nice robot.
He was. I'd say
So
troll.
you
Though.
both. Okay. Yes, it's a troll. The spoof.
Yay! All right, that was two correct for us.
Christians are treating a comedy skit about Christian persecution as proof of actual persecution.
I'd say that's true.
Say that again.
A comedy skit about Christian persecution as proof of actual persecution. True or troll?
All right, I'm with Tom on this. I think that's a true actually.
Okay. Yes, it's true. The friendly atheist. Theos.
Oh, wait a minute. Haven't Meta said that? I changed my vote.
It was a oh God, I can't think of her name. She's the voice of one of the Simpsons characters.
She's
I can't.
The woman that does the voice for Bart, right?
No, not Bart, but
Marge?
no, Marge.
Marge, she does.
I think that's right.
She was the Rhoda's friend.
Okay, yeah. What do we got? Like one more question left here?
Yes,
Connie?
one more. Yes, Trump demands IQ test for all voters.
I'm going to call troll on this one.
That's a tricky one. I think I'm going to divert and he'd say something that asinine. I'd say true.
We got a split decision.
It was split?
Yeah, we got a split decision. I say it's a troll. He says it's
okay. I'm noting that. Okay, it's troll.
Yay!
Yeah, well,
all right,
I'm glad it's a troll.
All right, I got
but I halfway believe it.
All right, I got to correct. I got to play and Tom got it wrong.
All right.
80% and Tom got 60%.
Yeah, something like that.
I've both too much and too little faith in Trump.
Never vote for Trump, Tom.
How well did you do at home? I hope everybody did better than we did. So make sure you keep your nose news sharp. All righty. Well, we got to get out of here. So we'll be back next week, or actually we'll be back. We'll be back next week on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Time for our midweek show. So come and watch that. And if you are on iTunes or Stitcher, you can download the staff meeting afterwards. We have that during our midweek. It should be up the next day or later that day. And again, next Friday as well at 9 p.m. Central Time. We're at our third week in, so it should be a regular, longer show. So we'll see you then. This has been Packard Pokes That. We just poked at your news.
And that's a wrap.